Hi, my name is Steve Liu, and I'm a teacher at Brisbane Christian College in Queensland, Australia. In year 6, one of the math concepts that is a little bit difficult is division to the hundredths. I think it's so difficult because there are so many steps involved. So what I did was I put it into a story, and this story helps students to go where and to do what next. And I've worked it with 2 different classes, and we were quite successful, so I wanted to share this with you. So the only thing that I ask is that students have an open mind, that they pay close attention, and they use their vivid imaginations. Okay. So the first part of the lesson is to remember the story. So the story is called Fatman, Tophat Division. So, close your eyes and please pay attention. Mr. Liu, that's me, with the yellow chicken head is at the door. Knock, knock, knock. A fat man in a very small t-shirt answers the door, and I ask myself, how many times can I fit into his t-shirt? The man gives me his t-shirt, and a black top hat appears, all out of nowhere. The man is shocked. He grabs the top hat, and he throws it at me. He collects my head in the hat, it goes outside to the lawn, and it comes crashing back through a basement window. And it lands into a bird cage that is right above the fat man, and the door locks. Now the fat man is terrified, so he turns on the shower in the living room, and the water is unbelievably blue. This blue water is splashing on him, and it soaks him, it goes through the floorboards, and it soaks the chicken head as well. Underneath the chicken head is a huge pool of blue water, and in that pool is a baby, and the baby is crying. Why do babies cry? Because they don't have a mother. So this baby reaches up through the floorboard, grabs his mom with his bionic arm, pulls her down, and now we have the baby and the mom side by side. The baby stops crying. And in the corner of the room, you hear, knock, knock, knock. It's Mr. Liu again. Okay, so for the next day, the students would come back with this story memorized. And using their vivid imaginations, everyone has something a little bit different. If the student didn't prepare, I would use my images on the board, and it's always a lot of fun just to put the story into images. So, Mr. Liu knocks on the door, and he asks a fat man in a very small t-shirt, how many times can I fit into your shirt? The man is shocked. He gives me his t-shirt, and a top hat appears right above his head. He grabs the top hat, he throws it at me, it circles the lawn, and it comes all the way back. And it lands in a bird cage, and the door locks. The man is petrified. So, he turns on a shower. And this blue, super blue water soaks the man, goes through the floorboard, soaks the chicken heads, and on the bottom, we're left with this big pool and a baby, a crying baby. Why does a baby cry? Because it doesn't have its mother. So with its bionic arm, reaches for its mom, pulls her down, and now we have the baby beside the mother. The baby stops crying. And in the corner of the room, the chicken head, Mr. Liu, knocks again. So, we're going to apply that cartoon into a problem. So we have Mr. Liu knocks on the door and he asks the fat man, how many times can I fit into your shirt? He grabs the top hat and he throws it around, goes all the way around, and it lands into a bird cage, and then it locks. The shower comes down to the 5 and the 4, and we're left with the baby in the swimming pool. The baby is crying, so what does the baby do? It reaches up, grabs the 7, the mom, pulls her down, and now we're left with 17. From the corner of the room, knock, knock, knock. It's Mr. Liu again. So Mr. Liu asks, how many times can I fit into your t-shirt? 4. Throws around again, all the way over, comes crashing down into the bird cage to 16, and the door is locked. Turn on the shower, you have 1, the crying baby. Now we're going to ignore the decimal point and we're going to put it in the end, not to get confused. The baby reaches up, pulls down the mom, and we're left with 10. Corner of the room, knock, knock, knock. How many times does 4 fit into 10? Throws the hat all the way around into the bird cage, lock the door, turn on the shower, reaches up, pulls down the mom. The baby and the mom are side by side. The baby's not crying. Corner of the room, Mr. Liu again. How many times does 4 fit into 20? 5. Fat man, top hat, fat man, top hat. That's one area where students are having a hard time. So fat man, top hat, throws the top hat, turn on the shower, we have 0 remainder. The very end, since the top hat is right above the fat man, everything is in line, we just move up. Okay, the decimal is in place, and then you're done. We have, how many times does 4 go into 57? 14.25 times. And that is fat man, top hat division. So it started with the story, and then the images, and then we moved on to numbers, and the story just stays the same. Thanks.